We lift our hands in the sanctuary. Hey, we lift our hands to give you the glory. Hey, we lift our hands to give you the praise. And I will praise you for the rest of my days. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope and pray that you guys have had a blessed morning and your day is off to the perfect start. And if it's not, then we need to go ahead and flip that switch. Go ahead and flip that switch, because there's absolutely no reason why you can't have the best day ever in spite of whatever is going on in your life. Just know that you are in total and complete control over the flow of your day. That's right. If you want to have a good day, you have to be willing to make sure that you make it that way. If you want to have a good day, you have to be willing to make it that way. That's right. You have the power and the authority to dictate the flow of your day. Thank you so much, Takesha. I appreciate you so much starting us off this morning. Good morning to you, Crystal Love. How you doing, love? Let me go ahead. Got your pen. I got you together over there. Double tapping on each one of these screens. Let's go ahead and get this love flowing. Let's get the love flowing. Let's go ahead and get them hearts going upside the screen. Every single platform, I want to see hearts going upside the screen. If you woke up this morning, right, and you're operating with that spirit of love, like it's just love, that's how I want you to show up. I want you to show up representing love, dealing with the people that you deal with today, dealing with them in love. Every conversation you have, having it in love. Every correction, when you got to correct somebody today, I want you to correct that individual in what? In love. That's right. God is love, and therefore if we are going to represent him, then we have to be a representation of what? Of love. Thank you so much over there. I see you, Bad Gal. Bad Gal, appreciate you so much for the first badge over on the gram. Let's get 8 more badges on the gram real quick. Double tapping it on that screen. Let's get that love flowing from each and every one of us. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Happy new day. Y'all already know this is Morning Walk Word and Worship with your girl, Street Poet, and the Chosen family. We do this every single day, baby. Every single day, Tuesday through Friday. You can catch us right here. So make sure you bring your notebook, your ink pen, your highlighter, and your red pen, right? Because you're going to need all of them for the notes that we be dropping out. Danielle Jones, appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that love I got coming through. Appreciate you over there. Double tapping on that screen as you're coming into the room. Don't tiptoe up in here silently. Come in here with some noise. Come in here with some noise. Christina 1019, thank you so much. Come in here with some noise. That's right. Make some noise when you come in. How you doing? Be kind. Good morning to you. Thank you so much, Latoya Lane. Appreciate that love that's coming. That's right. Come in. Don't come in here tiptoeing. Come in here boldly. Come in here boldly. Today I will act with love. You better know it. You better know it. Got to. Because if that's what God is and we're a representation of who he is, then we are to operate in love. Purple Flowers 93. Thank you so much for that love. I appreciate you. Coming on in, double tapping on that screen. We are at 172. Let's get up to 200 on the Book of Many Faces real quick. We at 1.3K over there on TikTok. We need to get 10K. Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Get us up there. Appreciate you so much, cousin. I see you tapping in, showing me some love. Benny Simpson, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? She said, great morning. Great morning to you as well. Beautiful She 83. I'm sorry, it's about 83, 89. How you doing this morning? Watch they say my glasses. My glasses ain't had nothing to do with it. My glasses ain't had nothing to do with it. Come on, double tapping on that screen. How you doing, Miss Brown? How are you? Gigi McGrose, thank you so much, sweetheart. Appreciate that love, man. That's double tapping on that screen. We getting in here. Hey, Franchetti. Gigi McGrose got that too. Back to back. That's how you feeling this morning? That's how you coming up out of that this morning? Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about. Look at Crystal Love. Man, I ain't going back in that house, man. And to be honest with you, I think I locked myself out, but we ain't going to know that until it's time for me to go back in. I'm going to figure that out on the way back. Big Mama, appreciate that CA this morning. Big Mama that sent me a CA, boy. I'm starting my day off right. Appreciate you. Then sent that CA blessing me up good this morning. Say, you forgot me. How I forgot you? What's up? Is it Teddy May? Teddy May 9. How did I forget you, sweetheart? Appreciate you so much, Nick. Is it Nikki? Nikki Virtuous. I appreciate you over there. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. I don't know why y'all like me to sing, but Jesus is my portion, and he writes out all of my scriptures in the room. I don't know. I got that song from my grandmama, y'all. I don't know which I don't know. I get that. That's just how she be saying it. Them be the words she be saying. So I don't know. I just randomly break out into these songs, y'all. Y'all are funny, man. What's up, Krista? Krista, thank you so much for that CA this morning. I don't know. Man, listen, it's just, I don't know. I just start these lives off like that. I don't know. I just come in and just sing something. I'm either saying good morning, good morning, good morning, or I just break out in the song. I don't know what it is, y'all. I love you guys so much, man. Y'all be tripping me out. Y'all trip me out. I think I love it so much because you could tell the love, you know what I'm saying, and the family. Thank you so much, Latifa. Appreciate you so much for that love that's being shown over there. I love it because I think it's, it's so much love and so much joy and so much energy. Y'all always complimenting my energy when y'all come here, but y'all don't know it's just me reciprocating what I'm getting back from y'all. You know what I'm saying? What I'm receiving for y'all, I be receiving so much love and so much positive energy, and it be just coming through the phone, and then I'm like, I got all three of y'all coming all at me at once. I can't do nothing but send that love right back. You know what I'm saying? So I just show up and this is just what you get. This is what you get. What's going on? Welcome, Church Woman 47. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For if we have any newcomers on the live, welcome to our live video, man. We do this every single Tuesday through Friday. This is morning walk, word, and worship, where you get your 3 wins a day. That's a mental win, a physical win, and a spiritual win. Right here with your girl, Street Poet, and the Chosen family, right? This is basically class. We in class every single day. I'm talking about, yes, every single day. Some folk be like, well, how y'all do that every single day? Don't you go to your job every single day? Don't you get up and go, don't you go to your job every single day? Okay, this is our spiritual job that we do every single day. We show up for ourselves every single day. Do you know how hard it is? Understand, do you know how hard life is? I need a constant reminder. Baby, I need a constant reminder that God is in control. I need a constant reminder to pick myself up. I need a constant reminder to dust myself off. I need that constant reminder because life be out here lifing, and I want to be surrounded by a community of folk that's constantly telling me that when life starts life, and God starts guarding at the same time. So I do this every single day because life it sends something new my way. What? Every single day. Thank you so much, Sheila Davis. I use my own life as an example. You got something coming at you different every single day. You have a different trial, a different obstacle, a different tribulation, a different hardship that you're going to face every single day. And we know that. Why? If you opening up your books and you studying that scripture, what the scripture already say, I give you new grace and new mercy that's tailored to fit every single day, right? Every day that you wake up, God is giving you new grace and new mercy. Why? Because he knows that you're going to face something every single day. You're going to be dealing with something every single day. So his way of preparing you or giving you what you need way before you even know that you need it, he gives that to you at the start of the day. You don't even know what you're going to be dealing with just yet. You just know that you got the tools that you need. They already provided. That's how we know that you're going to be facing something every single day. Because if you wasn't going to be facing something every single day, come on, Candace, can we be real? If you wasn't going to be facing something every single day, why would you get new grace and new mercy every single day? Can I not just use the grace that I had yesterday? I had some left over. If nothing ain't happened yesterday, then I got some grace left over, right, Marie? From yesterday. Understand me? Like, no. And then it even goes on to tell you, it says, don't even worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about other days outside of that. Let those days worry about about themselves. Understand me? So this is how we know. I'm just giving you examples of how we know that it ain't just, you know what I'm saying, just rambling or just a rant. This is how we know that this is what it is that we're dealing with. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. This is how we know. I like to stamp it so you can fully understand what's going on. It says, tomorrow has enough troubles of its own. Tomorrow have enough troubles of its own. Understand me? So you are to be in today. Living in the present moment, dealing with what you got to deal with on today. This is why we do this every single day, right? So this week we've been talking about what? Coming out. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been absolutely loving it. I've been loving it. We've been talking about coming out since Sunday, and it has been an amazing couple of days. And I just want to say this to somebody right now. I don't care what it is that you're facing in your life, what it is that you're dealing with right now. I want you to know that you're going to come out of that situation. You're going to come out of that situation, and I'm going to start this live off like this with a red ink pen. No, I'm going all the way red first. Understand me? Because we already in here. I started this on Sunday. I started out on Sunday, so it's only right that I keep this thing rolling all the way out. We started up here. Ain't no need in dropping it down here. We started up here. We might as well stay on up there. We ain't going nowhere but higher. Thank you so much, Denise Rose. We ain't going nowhere but higher. And what's the first note that I'm going to give you? I need for you to put in red ink. God going to get the last laugh. God is always going to get the what? The last laugh. God is always going to get the last laugh. They can laugh and they can joke and they can pick and they can go outside of their way to try to make life hard for you. They can go outside of their way to try to discourage you. They can go outside of their way to try to make it seem as though you're not going to make it, like you're not going to get through this situation or whatever. But one thing I want you to constantly remind yourself this week is God is going to always get the last laugh, baby. He's always going to get the last laugh. And just like I told y'all on yesterday, coming from yesterday into today, right? Because yesterday I told y'all about Noah. So now just think about how they was out there. And they was laughing and they was picking and they was murmuring and pointing a finger and doing all of that towards Noah. Understand me? Oh yeah, they was laughing until it was all fun and games until it wasn't, right? It was all jokes. It was all laughing and whatnot until the rain actually started to come. And then when that rain actually started to come, then all of a sudden, right, everybody ain't laughing no more. It ain't no joke no more. Now all of a sudden people beating all around the sides of the boat. Oh, open the door. Can we please get in? Just crack it open a little bit. Let me squeeze on through a little bit. Understand me, one thing about the God that we serve is that God is always going to get the last laugh. It's not over until it's over. And it's not over until God says that it's done. Understand me, and this is what we have to put in the inside of our minds. Us as believers, we got to stop walking out here, right, feeling all sad, mad, and defeated, acting like we don't know who our God really and truly is. If you know who your God is, then you know that your God is always what? Oh, baby, he gonna always get the last laugh. You can talk about me all you want. You can scandalize my name all you want. You can discredit me all you want. You can say all of these negative things, but that's not gonna stop nothing. That's not gonna slow up nothing. That's not gonna pause nothing that he's about to do in my life. God is always going to get the last laugh. I want you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back into this game. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. And when I say this, I say this not to your ears, but I say it to your heart on this morning. Do not get distracted. Don't get distracted, because that's going to cost you in this season. I had to remind myself of that this morning. Do not get distracted, because that's going to cost you in this season. That's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to get distracted so you can start entertaining foolishness. He wants you to get distracted so that you can go ahead and lower your vibration, you lose your good energy. He wants you to get distracted so that you can behave just like them. Understand me? That's his job. His job is to pull you out of alignment. His job is to challenge you. His job is to test you. His job is to do exactly what it is that he's doing. Don't you get distracted. The same way I told y'all the other day about Joshua, when God himself was speaking directly to Joshua, he said, don't you look to the left nor to the right. Understand me? You have to keep your eyes on your assignment. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. You ain't got to go over there and ask them nothing. You don't need their acceptance. You don't need their approval. You don't need their pats on the back. You don't need their green light. You don't need their go ahead. You don't need their you can do it. You don't even need all of that from them. All you need is to stay focused on the assignment. And if you stay focused on what it is that I called you to do, you're going to succeed in everything that, in everything that he told Joshua clear as day. And I don't want to misquote it, but what he said was, everywhere that you put your feet, everywhere you put your feet, that land belongs to you. Understand me, I'm going to deliver everything over into your hand. And the same thing that I promised Moses, right, is the same promise that I'm making right now to you. Everything that I was going to do in Moses' life, I'm now going to do the exact same thing over in your life. And me watching that pattern, Lily, is what got me to understand that God is the same God today, yesterday, and forevermore. So if he did it for Joseph, and he did it for Joshua, and if he did it for Moses, then guess what, Rashad? He's going to do it for you, and he's going to do it for me, and he's going to do it for you. Understand me. This is what he's going to do. He don't change. He don't change. Shayla, he don't change, sis. Whatever it is that you're seeking him for, he don't change. But you have to stay in alignment. Understand me. You gotta stay in alignment. You gotta stay focused in your life. You gotta know that the enemy's job is to distract you. His job is to pull you out of alignment. His job is to get you out of focus, to get you over there spending major time on minor things that ain't got nothing to do. Understand, nothing to do with your assignment. If this ain't got nothing to do with my assignment. This is not going to add any value to my life. This is not going to change anything that's going on in a positive way. The only thing this is going to do is pull me over there and have me talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Why am I going to entertain anything or anybody that's not adding value to my life? What's the profit? What's the profit? What's the profit? That you're not gaining nothing from that. That's a waste of time. God is always going to have the last say. He's going to always have the last laugh. Understand me, they can laugh now, they can joke now, they can pick now. But one thing's for sure, that God is always going to have the last laugh. And all you have to do is stay in alignment, because when you are in alignment with him, he's going to do what? He's going to be your vindicator. He's going to be your protector. He's going to be your provider. He's going to be your way maker. Understand me, he's going to be your El Shaddai. He's going to be shalom in your life. You're going to live that shalom life, nothing missing, nothing lacking, and nothing broken. This is what you're going to experience as long as you are in alignment with him. But the moment that you start to experience that hardship or that struggle in your life, you can't start tucking your tail. You can't start whining. You can't start complaining. You can't start crying. You can't start accepting defeat. All of that is also what? That's part of the plan. Throw some red ink on that. Baby, that's what? Baby, that's part of the plan right there. Understand me. I know it might look weird to some folk, and I know y'all might be trying to figure out while I'm still smiling like how I'm smiling. Baby, I'm smiling how I'm smiling because that's all part of the plan. I got to go through what it is that I'm going through. Why? Because of preparation, because of refinement, because I'm being sharpened. Understand me, all of the things that I'm dealing with right now, this is for preparation. This is for refinement. This is for sharpening. Why? Because when I go to my next level, I got to be fully equipped. Because when I go to my next level, when I come out of here, understand me, just because I'm coming out of my cave does not mean that I'm not going to face some stuff. Yes, I'm going to beat this right here. I'm going to get out of this right here. I'm going to free myself from this right here. And I'm going to receive everything that's over here waiting on me. All of my blessings, everything that's waiting on me. But just because I got blessings waiting on me, don't mean that I don't have some stuff lurking. See, I didn't put it on our board because it's in the dark. It's lurking. Remember what Coach told you. You can't have one without the other. You cannot have one without the other. Even though you stepping out of that cave, out of that brokenness, y'all follow what's going on here. Follow, because I want you to make sure that you fully understand what it is that I'm saying. Even though you're coming up out of here, this is the cave, remember? This is the weights that's on your life. These are the things that still attached to you, the things that you have these emotional attachments to that you haven't freed yourself from. So even though you are right here at the exit, right? Because we serve a God that is a God of what? Exits. Understand me. He will create an exit. He will create a way of escape. You're going to come out of every single thing that you're in. You are not, this is not going to be the end of you. This is a stage of your life, not a state of your life. This is a temporary thing that you're dealing with right now in your life. And you have to trust and believe that yes, this right here, this ain't going to last always. I'm not going to hurt like how I'm hurting. I'm not going to hurt always. I'm not going to cry like how I'm crying always. I'm not going to struggle how I'm struggling. I'm not going to do this always. I'm going to come all the way out of this. How the old folk would say, weeping may endure for a night, but one thing's for sure is that joy is going to come in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but one thing's for sure is that joy is going to come in the morning. In the morning. Have the last laugh. God is always what? Going to have the last laugh. Laugh now, but guaranteed you're going to cry later when you start to see how I'm going to get. When you start to see how God is about to bless me, when you start to see how he's about to open these doors, create these opportunities, make these new ways for me, oh, your chest gonna hurt, baby. Laugh now, but you're gonna cry later. Okay, I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back to the board. See, y'all, I'm trying to compose myself. But the problem is I'm doing extra. I'm doing double on top of what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doubling fasting. I'm doubling the reading. I'm doubling the workout. I'm doing double. So anytime I start doing double, it takes my energy up double as well. So now it makes it hard for me to be able to walk on this thing because I want to get off of this thing so I can really teach this thing. So I be trying to focus on all these things. Give me a second, though. So now when you're coming up out of here, pay attention. Y'all try to pay attention because some of y'all working with me. Y'all like, Coach, I'm in there with you. I'm doing everything you doing. You getting double, I want double. Understand? Y'all like, so y'all understand the pain, right? Y'all understand what I'm going through, right? So now here you are. Even though you're inside of this cave right now, when you're coming out, because we serve a God that is a God of exits, right? You come out, and just because all of your stuff is waiting on you, all your stuff is waiting on you, just because all your stuff is waiting on you, does not mean that the enemy is not lurking all in between these, right? He's still gonna be lurking. Come on, cuz, how you doing, Carter? Because what? That's his job. He's still gonna be lurking. Why? Because that's his job, baby. He's still going to be lurking. Understand me, because that's his job. His job is to lurk. His job is to deceive. His job is to accuse. His job is to distract. His job is to make you feel defeated. His job is to bamboozle you. His job is to hoodwink you. His job is to finesse you. His job is to disconnect you from the Most High God. And guess what? He's working his job 24/7. No FMLA, no PTO, no days off. Do you hear me? He's constantly going to and fro, looking, trying to see who he can devour, who he can destroy, who he can sift like wheat. Understand me? This is what he's looking to do. And this is the reason why. Come on, you got to be focused. You got to be locked in. And you got to trust and believe that who got the last laugh? Put it in the chat. Come on, who got the last laugh? Who got the last laugh? Who got the last laugh? That's why you got to know who got the last laugh. There you go, Kira. Come on, who got the last laugh? There you go, Lily. Come on, right to me, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I love it how y'all doing all capital letters. All capital letters. Let's go. Double tapping on that screen, all capital letters. Who gonna have that last laugh? Who gonna have that last laugh? Come on, Million Miles, I see you. Come on, Carter. Come on, Be Mindful, I see you. Come on, Nia, put it in there. Who got that last laugh? Who got the last laugh? God is gonna always always have the what? The last laugh. They can laugh at you right now. They can pick at you right now. They can count you out right now. That's right, Antoinette. They can count you out and all of that. But guess what? God is always going to have the last laugh. And when he pop up, he going to do what? Show up and show all the way out every single time. He's going to move speedily and mightily in a way in your life that it's going to be undeniable. Understand me? They're going to look at your life and say, there ain't nobody but God. Could nobody make that happen like that but God? Could nobody open that door like that but God? Could nobody give them that opportunity like that but God? Could nobody have made a way for them like that but God? Did you not see them? Come on, Kim. Did you not see them? Did you not see the condition that they was in? That had to be God. Did you not see how they was living before? Oh my God. There was nothing that they could have done. That had to be nobody but what? Nobody but God. God is going to always show up in your life, and he's going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can ask or think. He's going to show up and show out every single time. But all you got to do is what? Stay the course. You got to stay the course. Come on here. Come on here. Gotta wipe y'all off. You gotta what? You gotta stay the course. You gotta stay the course. You gotta stay the course. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay locked in. Understand me? Stay focused. Stay locked in. Good morning, Rashida. How you doing this morning? Hey, Kimberly. How you doing this morning? We got some new folk popping in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Grand rising, rich rising. Hoping and praying that y'all are having the best morning ever, and you're coming in and we on fire already. Your first note is God is gonna always have the last laugh, and all you gotta do is stay focused in your life, stay in alignment. Why? Because the enemy's job is to distract you. His job is to disconnect you from the Most High God. So he's going to be working overtime. The more that you work on yourself and your development, the more committed that you are to the growth and change in your life, the more that he's going to be coming at you, and he's going to start coming at you extremely hard. Why am I telling you this morning? It's because I don't want you to get distracted by that. I don't want you to be deceived by that. I don't want you to start looking at it and saying, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that I'm doing wrong that I'm being attacked like this? What is it that I'm doing wrong that I'm going through what I'm going through like this, baby? It ain't nothing about what you're doing wrong. It's all the things that you're doing right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This ain't about what you're doing wrong. My love, this about what you're doing right. Shayla say it, coach. Hey. Look at y'all. Come here. Sit down. Hey, sit down. Some of y'all done stood up all over your feet. Because that's confirmation for you. That's confirmation. You had been over there questioning yourself, trying to figure out if you was doing the right thing. And you didn't understand if you was doing the right thing or not, because it just kept on feeling like everything was falling apart. It's like everything, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm worshiping, I'm studying. I'm inside of all of the groups, and I'm doing all of these things, but it still feel like my life ain't going the way that I wanted to go, coach. Understand me? That's how it's supposed to feel. What's my next note? This right here gonna be black ink pen right here. Grab your black ink pen. Your purpose will have you thinking that something is wrong. And your purpose, when you're operating purpose, it'll have you feeling and thinking like something is wrong. You'll be looking at your life and you'll be thinking, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Understand me? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe this ain't working like how I thought that it was going to be working. Note number one, your first note was a red ink pen note. Your first red ink pen note was God is going to always have the last laugh. Your first black ink pen note is your purpose would have you thinking that something is wrong. Your purpose, when you operating in purpose, baby, your life will be going all kind of witcher ways, and you ain't never seen your life go that witcher way before, and you will be over there trying to figure out what in the world am I doing wrong, and I thought I was praying the right words of prayer. I thought I was reading the right scriptures, and I'm showing up for devotion. I'm doing my meditation. I'm doing extra on top of that though, and it's still, I got this going on and I got that going on. Your life is doing what it ain't never been able to do before. Hello, you are becoming somebody that you ain't never been before. That's the reason why you don't recognize it. What you say, coach? Understand me, your purpose will have you thinking that something is wrong, something is going wrong, and I need you to switch your perspective. I need you to lock all the way in and hear me when I say this to you. It's because you're becoming something that you ain't never been before. You're experiencing things now that you ain't never experienced before. You're seeing things now in your life that you ain't never paid no attention to before. Why? Because you was out of focus, and now that you're in focus, now you're picking up on everything. Ain't nothing sliding by, ain't nothing getting past you. Now you're seeing things exactly for what they are, who they are, and not what you want them to be. You're removing the scales up off of your eyes. Every step that you take in the right direction direction. Understand me. Every step that you take in the right direction, it's getting clearer and it's getting clearer. Come on, Crystal. It's getting clearer. Hey now, say now, come here. It's getting clearer, baby. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all going to be here today but gone tomorrow. I need for y'all to know that. That's how you're going to start looking at folk. Oh, yeah, because I'm starting to see you for what you really and truly are. I thought, well, wait a minute. I thought I needed you, but now I'm starting to see the real you, and I'm seeing that you're more of a distraction than anything, that you're more of a hindrance than anything, that you're more in the way than anything. Hold up. And I actually like you like that. You're a super funny, got a great sense of humor and a really, energetic personality. But yeah, you have all of that, but you still in the come on, you doing too much, and it's Wednesday, this is not Friday. You got all of that, but you still in the way. Come on, I don't want to talk about that. Your purpose will have you thinking that something is wrong. Your purpose will have you thinking that something is wrong. Understand me? What you say, Coach? Your purpose will have you thinking that if something is wrong. Why? Because now you're seeing things you've never seen, because you're becoming someone that you've never been before. Understand me? You're becoming something different. So now things are different in your life. And I need for you to understand the three things. I got to give them to y'all one more time, because I refuse to let y'all walk out of this week without drilling these things inside of your mind. Understand me? And when you're becoming someone that you've never been before, you are going through what? Preparation. You're going through refinement. Understand me? You're going through sharpening. You're going through preparation. You're going through refinement. You're going through sharpening. So when you're going through these things, I need for you to do what? I don't need you to run from it. I need you to turn over to the side a little bit, sharpen the backside. Hey, you missed a spot over here. I want to, because when you want to shine, you don't want nothing on you that's dull. Come here. Understand me? I don't want nothing on me dull. If you're supposed to be buffing me all the way out, I need to make sure that I'm fully buff. If it's supposed to be smooth surface, I need smooth surface. Understand me? If I'm supposed to shine, I want to really shine. Don't play with my shine. Understand me? Don't dull me up. I want to make sure that however it's supposed to be, that's exactly how I need it to be. I don't need no fog in my diamond. That's a fact. If I'm a, yeah, come on, Franco. Hold up. Yeah, you missed the spot. I'm gonna tell you, hello, whoa, come here. You missed the spot. The edge, come here, Benny. The edge ain't as sharp as the side, and I need you to fix that real quick. Understand me? I need for you to know that I don't need no blurriness on nothing that's supposed to be see-through. If I'm supposed to see through it, I need to make sure that I can see through it. Understand me? We're doing what? Preparation, refinement, and sharpening. This is what I'm going through right now. So no, it might not look like how you wanted to look. It might not be what you thought that it was going to be. But baby, this ain't the finished product. I'm still going through my transition. I'm still changing. I'm still becoming in this moment. Your purpose will have you thinking that you done did something wrong or that it's not working because you ain't never seen this before. Yeah. Somebody in my chat just put, oh, this new. O-H, this T-H-I-S is new. Oh, this new. Oh, this is new right here. Oh, this is new. Just put, oh, this is new. Oh, this is new. Yeah. Oh, this is new. There you, thank you, Lily. I just needed to see somebody say it. Oh, this is new, baby. Understand me when I slide in there. Oh, baby, this is new. You know how you act when you know it's new. You know how you act when you know it's new and you know you didn't put it all the way together and you got it on like that. Oh, yes, when you done laid it down, you done went and they done laid that hair down. They done got them lashes and what? And they the lash is lashing. Understand me? Body is tea. Understand me? Oh yeah. Oh baby, this is new. You have to your shoulders gotta shake a little bit. You have to shimmy that a little bit. Oh baby, this is new. You walk different. Understand me? You walk different. Oh baby, this is new. You don't even know this person right here. Let me reintroduce myself. You ain't this new body. You ain't that was old body that you dealt with. You dealt with old body. This right here, this new body. You ain't been with this one right here. You don't know nothing about this one right here. Understand? Yeah, you know the old me. You have no clue as to what's going on right here, sweetheart. When I dealt with you, I was in old body. When I was kicking it with you, I was in old body. When we was friends, we was in old body. Understand me? You have no, oh, this is new. That's here different, baby. Oh yeah. This here different. This ain't what you used to right here. This right here, this brand new. What I'm saying you coming out. You coming out of that old and stepping into your new, and you have to be able to embrace that. You coming out of your old and stepping into your new, and you have to be able to embrace that. And embracing that means that I know that I'm going to face some struggles in my life. I know that I'm going to deal with some hardship in my life. I know that I'm going to deal with some stuff that's going to be uncomfortable, and that is okay, because I know that as long as I am locked in, I'm tied in with the Most High God, as long as I know that I am in partnership with the Most High God, then I know that I will win, I will succeed, I will be more than a conqueror, that I am going to be victorious, and I'm going to be victorious through Him. Understand me, I'm not winning off of my own intellect, I'm not winning off of my own strength. This is supernatural. This is how I know I can walk in head up and chest out, because I know who got my back. So you walk different. Even when you're going through the toughest times of your life, you struggle different. You wait different. Understand me. Even when everything around you seems like it's falling apart. Even when everybody around you trying to figure out why you ain't broke down. Why you ain't got a face full of tears. Why you still getting up every day. Brushing your teeth. Washing your face. Stepping out and doing what you're doing. How that energy around you is still how it is when you got so much going on. Understand me. You have to know the difference in between a person being a spiritual person and a spiritual led person. Understand me, because they are not the same. A spiritual led person is a person, I'm led by the Most High. I need for you to know that I'm led by the Most High. I am oil dripping. Understand me, oil dripping. I am God protected. I need for you to know that who's backing me? Heaven is backing me. I'm in a whole covenant with the Most High God. I need for you to know that, baby, I am spiritual led. So when I move under the instructions of the Most High. When I do under the instructions of the Most High. Understand me. So that's the reason why we don't look the same. That's the reason why we don't speak the same. That's the reason why we don't be out there doing the same thing. You gotta know what you know. When he says there's a distinction between my folk and your folk, understand me. Yes, very much spiritual, but also very much spiritual led. Understand me. I know who I am in Him. Backed by heaven. God protected. Dripping in oil. I'm in a covenant. When I signed that spiritual contract to say this is what it is, oh, that's covenant, baby. I know what I bring to your life. I know it's a blessing to be connected to me. I know this. Understand me. And that's what folk don't like you. That's when folk really don't like you. Folk can't stand you when you know who you are. When you know who you are and you also know who you are in Christ, both of those things, when you are knowledgeable about who you are as yourself, I know who I am within myself. So I don't allow projection. I don't allow gaslighting. There's no poking the bear over here, because I know who I am. How do I know who I am? Because I'm intentionally creating this individual. I'm a participant in this right here life. I don't let life just happen to me. I influence my life. So I know who I am. And when I deal with you, I deal with you on purpose. And if I don't want to deal with you, I don't deal with you. And I don't deal with you on what? On purpose. It's intentional. I avoid you. I get out of your way. Understand me, on purpose. I know who I am when I'm solely dealing with myself. And I also know who I am in Christ as well. I am a disciple of the Most High God. I'm in covenant. And when you're in covenant, oh baby, I'm covered. Protected by God. Backed by heaven. Understand me. And when you know that, you walk different, you talk different. Understand me. Your experiences on this here earth is completely different. Double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen real quick. Your purpose will have you thinking that something is wrong. Why? Because your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Understand me. But that's a note. That's note number 2 right there. Black ink right there. Because what? Your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. Why is this leading me into this? Oh, somebody like, I don't like that part, coach. I know you're not going to always like purpose. You're not, it's not, yeah, that's how we know when people for real about it or not. That's how we know when people really real about it. Your first red ink pen note was God is going to always have the last laugh. The three things, the 3 pointers that I gave you was preparation, refinement, and sharpening. That's what you go, yeah, preparation, refinement, and sharpening. I'm going to your next black ink pen note, and that note is purpose will put you in a dark hour. And some folk ain't going to like that one right there, because while I gotta go in that dark hour, because God goes to work in the dark. Understand? Because God goes to work in the dark. When you start operating in purpose, it's a reason for why you are in what it is that you're in. It's a reason for why you're dealing with what it is that you're dealing with. Why? Because God is about to show out. That's why God is about to show out. It's a reason for why you're going through what you're going through in your life. And that reason is because God is about to utilize that moment, understand me, for the world to see. And yes, and when you say, oh, I'm in alignment, when you say I'm in covenant, when you say I surrender my life for your will, then you're saying that I agree to be a tool. Understand me, I agree to be a tool. I agree to do what? Be used by you. I agree to be a tool in your toolbox. Understand me, I need for you to know that. So whatever it is that you want to take me through, then that's what I'm going to go through. Whatever it is that I got to endure, then that's what I'm going to endure. Whatever the hardship, whatever the trial, whatever the tribulation is, when you say I am in covenant with you, that I'm locking in with you, then you're agreeing to be a tool inside of his toolbox. See, we got to fully understand this thing, because we be doing too much crime. Yeah, we be doing too much crime. Baby, your purpose will put you in a dark hour. And the reason why you're in that dark hour is because God is about to utilize that moment. Understand me, God is about to do what? He's about to utilize that moment. And if I can use for an example, because y'all know I go get my boy every single time. I'm going to go get my boy every single time. Understand me, that's exactly the point that Joseph was making with his brothers. He said, listen here, do me a favor. I don't need y'all arguing amongst each other. I don't need y'all murmuring amongst each other. I don't need y'all quarreling against each other all the way back home. I don't need y'all to do that. I want y'all to get along all the way back home. I want y'all to go back and tell my daddy exactly what I told y'all and bring my baby brother back here. I don't want y'all spending y'all time going back and forth with each other, because that don't make no sense. I need for y'all to understand that y'all was just tools in God's toolbox. The thing that y'all did, the thing that y'all done, that y'all intended for my bad, God had already intended that for my good. Understand me, and his intention was always going to overpower anything that y'all could have put out there. Understand me, I didn't go here. I didn't end up in the ditch, and I didn't end up in Potiphar's house. I didn't end up in prison by happenstance or coincidence. It was all part of the divine plan. All of these things was going to happen anyway. I need for y'all to know that. So don't be over there thinking that, oh yeah, oh, this person did it, that person did it. No, this was all divine order. Understand me, this was all predetermined. Where my boot campers at? If you were Monday night boot camper, where you at, boot campers? It was all part of the what? Part of the plan. This was predetermined already. I was going to have to experience that dark hour. And why was Joseph going to have to experience that dark hour? So that many lives would be saved. Had I not went through the dark hour, that here we are in the 7-year famine. And guess where they got to come get food from? Come on, Michelle, talk to me nice. Guess where they got to come get food from? Thank you so much for that, love. Where they got to come get? They got to come and get the food from me. Had I not been in the dark, if my purpose would have never put me in that dark hour, if I would have never experienced that, understand me, if I would have never experienced that, then I would never be the high priest. And if I was never the high priest, then who would have strategized? Who would have put everything in its proper place, right? Who would have divided everything up all over Egypt to make sure that when they went into the 7-year famine, that they would be able to survive, and not just survive. Come here, Ra. Not just survive. They was able to do what? They had overflow. They had more than enough for everybody that was in Egypt. It's so much so that folk on the outside, right? Folk on the outside, right, Rashad? Who wasn't even a part of Egypt. They was traveling. They was getting on donkeys. Do you hear me? And they walking miles and miles, and they're coming there with their coins, and they're buying grain from Joseph. Not only was I able to feed Egypt, but I was able to feed folk on the outside of Egypt as well. Don't you murmur amongst each other. You are a tool. Just a tool. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour so that God can go to work. Understand me. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour so that God can go to work inside of your life. Understand me. This right here, when you become a person that's in covenant, thank you so much, Antoinette, for the CA this morning. When you are in covenant with the Most High God, when you sign that spiritual contract, when you get locked in with Him, I need for you to understand that it's no longer about your will. You are releasing your will for His will. It's no longer about you. Now it's about Him and the work that He's going to do through you. And you have to be willing to surrender it. You have to be willing to show up and say, you know what, even though this is uncomfortable, come on, pretty pebbles, even though this is uncomfortable, even though this is unfamiliar, even though I don't fully understand the plan, even though I don't know why you're taking me through this, I will still trust you. I'm still going to rely on you. I'm still going to follow you. I'm still going to worship you. I'm going to still give you my praise. I'm still going to do what I need to do. Why? Because I'm in covenant. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour. There's going to be some things in your life on your journey that you are not going to fully understand what's happening in your life. But when you are in these different things, what you have to keep in the front part of your mind, note number 3, I'm going to 3, and then I'm jumping right into my word. I'm going to 3. If you're ready for 3, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to double tap all 3 screens. Double tap on the screen real quick. I need us to go ahead and make 100K. We at 93.4. Go ahead and get us up to 100K. If it's tight, but it's right, and you loving where you are right now this morning, if your spirit is being fed, if you're getting motivation, confirmation, or even correction on today, double tap on that screen. Let's get some love going. Go ahead and get us up to 2K. We at 1,479 on the Book of Many Faces. Go ahead and bless it up. Let's get to that next level real quick. So, because once we get there, I can just go. Understand me? Can we get 5 badges over there on the gram? On the gram, can we get 5 badges? If it's tight, but it's right, but your spirit is being fed this morning, let's get 5 badges dropped down the gram real quick. Thank you so much, Pretty Brown Eyes. Thank you, Latoya Lane, child of God. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love that's coming. I appreciate you guys so much. Double tapping on that screen. I'm ready to go to my next note. I'm ready to go to it. I'm on note number 3. This is going to be a black ink pen note. I told y'all I had already prepared for this and had all this stuff together and had to go back and find it, right? I don't know what happened with my notes. But baby, I tell you what, I'm back. I'm back and I got it. I want you to know that I am back and I got it. Double tapping on that screen for me. Let's get it all together. Reach those goals so we could go to our next note. Go to our next note. That next note is going to be God can turn a situation around right in front of the people that counted you out. That next note is, I need for you to understand when your purpose will put you in that dark hour. But one thing about the God that we serve, remember yesterday I told you He will catapult you. Understand me? He will jump you from the back all the way to the front, right? You could be all the way back there and feel like everybody else is so far ahead of you. They doing so much more than you, and they so more advanced than you, and they well decorated more than you, and all of these things. And the God that we serve, when you are in covenant, in partnership, in alliance with Him, He can take you from right there where you are, understand me, right there where you are, and He can turn that situation right there around in front of every single person that counted you out. Everybody that laughed, thank you so much, Tamara. I appreciate that, CA, baby. Everybody that laughed in your face, oh, baby, yeah, God gonna have that last laugh. Thank you, Malika. I appreciate that, CA. God gonna always have that last laugh right there in front of everybody that said that you wouldn't go make it. They'll stand right there, face all balled up while watching you make it. The ones that said that you couldn't do it, understand me, sit right there over there mumbling and whispering and down talking you right there, because not only did you do it once, you did it twice to show them that it was not a mistake. Understand me, you not only done it once, but you did it twice to show them that it wasn't a mistake. Thank you, Roddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate that CA this morning, but you did it twice. And not only did you do it twice, you did what? You showed them the homework. Come here. You show them what? When you're going to school, what the teacher will say. I see you done the math problem, but what? Show me your work. Because if you show me your work, I know that you fully understand it. If, come on, Lily, talk to me, sis. If you show me your work, then I know that you fully understand it. I don't want to just accept the answer because you could have cheated and got the answer. You could have pulled out, come here, cook. You could have pulled out the calculator and got your answer. But if you show me your step-by-step process, then I know that this right here is you. Not only did you do it twice to show them that it wasn't a mistake, you were able to get up there and you were able to articulate exactly how you got to where you got to, just like that. That's the God that we serve. Turn a situation around right there in front of everybody that counted you out. Yes, come here. Hey now, come here. Yeah. That's why I told y'all to send me some love first. I knew y'all was going into a praise break. I know y'all don't like to sit down. Y'all don't like to sit down. Y'all like to come over here and y'all like to have church. How y'all want to have church 4 days a week? 4 days a week during the week. We already have service on Sunday. These folks here, they have service every day. They have service every day. So I have to tell them to show some love and double tap on the screen because look at them. They're going into a praise break. You give them a second. You got to give them a second because they're going to a whole praise break on you. You give them the right word, baby. It's like you know how it is. If you've been to a Pentecostal church before and they hit that organ, as soon as they hit that organ, you already know. Yeah, move out the way. Move on up out the way. And if you ain't a dancer, slide over, right? Let them out and pull out the white cloth because you're going to have some of them that's going to dance themselves right on up under the pew. Understand me? They'll dance themselves. Yeah, they'll do it. They'll do it. Your purpose will have you in the dark hour. Do not get distracted by that dark hour. Come on, cuz. Yeah, that your purpose will have you in the dark hour. Don't get distracted by that dark hour. Why? Because that next note is God will turn a situation right around in front of everybody that counted you out. Understand me. Number one, that first note I gave y'all was a red ink pen note. God is on always have the last laugh. Understand me. Don't be distracted when them folks is laughing at you and thinking that they got one up on you and they gonna get there before you. They gonna succeed before you. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I want you to understand the God that we serve. Your purpose will have you thinking that you're doing something wrong. Understand me, but it's the other way around. Everything that you're doing is all the way right. The problem is you've never been who you are becoming right now. So it's unfamiliar to you. This don't look normal to you because you ain't never had to do it and do it like this before. But you got to do what? Stay focused. You got to stay the course. Understand me, this is what you got to do because your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Your purpose will put you in a position that's uncomfortable for you. And it's only uncomfortable because you ain't never been there. You ain't never seen it before. But understand this, you are not there because of your own intellect. You're not there because of your own strength. You're not there because of the people that you know, the connections that you have, or the family that you were born into. Understand me, this is all divine order. When you're operating with divine order, this is predetermined. Understand me, God already aligned this way before you even got to where you at. He already aligned this, already put this right here in the place. And he's saying to you the same thing that he said to Joshua when he said, don't look to the left, don't look to the right, but stay focused on the assignment. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Stay focused on that assignment. Friends say, feed me. Hey, cut it out. We about to cut it out. Sit down. Look at Cook. Sit down, Cook. Sit down. You sit down. Pay attention. I got something else. Look at y'all. I love it over here, baby. I love it over here. I can do this all day long. I promise you. I can do this all day long right here. I love when folks is hungry for it. I love when folks show up and they hungry for it. Look at Kira. Yes, ain't that a word for you? Ain't that a word right there? Just sit in there for a second. Ain't that a word right there for you? Like, my, come here, talk to me nice. Like, man, all this time I thought I was doing something wrong. All this time I thought I was doing something wrong. All this time I thought that it wasn't working the way that I needed to work. I felt like I was fasting and praying, but I felt like I was wasting my time. Then I was contemplating giving up on this journey and just going back to my old life, because at least when I was in my old life, I had people that was around me, and then I was having all these type of thoughts, and it was almost like I was at war within myself. Like, I want to do the right thing and I want to to live a life that, you know what I'm saying, that God will be pleased with, a life that he called me to live and all of that. But then there's another part of me that was just like, man, you might as well go back to doing what you was doing over there, because at least when you was doing it over there, then you kind of knew what it was that you was doing. Understand me, all the enemy will play all of these things, put all of these things right there, all up in your mind. Understand me, he will put all of these things up in your mind to get you to what? To get you to what? Disconnect yourself from Christ. He will do all of that to pull you out of alignment. He will do all of that to separate you. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you out of alignment. He wants you away from what holds you together. This is what he works double time on. That's what he worked double time on. You ain't ready for all that. You might as well go back to what you used to do. You might, you might as well do this. You might as well do that. Don't even worry about it. I mean, you tried them and it didn't work out for you. You tried it and, you know what I'm saying, and you see where that got you. You over here struggling in life and you don't know how to do this and you don't know how to do that and oh yeah, he'll plant all these negative things inside of your mind. He'll plant all these negative things inside of your mind to make you question, right, the God that you serve. And why? And we know this to be true because that's the same exact thing that he did to Jesus, right? He did Jesus the same exact way when he was out there in the wilderness after fasting. His thing with Jesus was he wanted him to question his own daddy. He wanted him to question God, right? He said, well, if this is the God that you serve, if this is your daddy, then all you got to do is throw yourself from here, right? All you got to do is throw yourself from here. Won't he dispatch some angels to come and protect you? If you understand me, if you such to Christ and you got all this stuff going on and you got all these magical capabilities and whatnot, why don't you turn these stones into bread? Ain't you hungry? Haven't you been fasting? Ain't you been going through this and ain't you been going through that? Why don't you turn it into bread? Understand me, this is what the enemy is going to do. He's going to make you question the God that you serve. He's going to make you question your faith. He's going to make you question your commitment. He's going to make you question whether or not it's real or not. Understand me, and what I need you to understand is I need for you, even when it don't look like how you want it to look, for you to still stay focused, still stay in alignment, and still follow through with your plan. Understand me? And yes, sometimes you will have to reset. Let me just be clear with you. There's going to be times in your life when you're going to have to reset because maybe you moved a little bit too fast. Maybe you moved too fast. You knew what you were supposed to be doing. Like, and let me give you an example, right? Quick example. And this ain't to down nobody, but sometimes we get excited. Right? This ain't to down nobody. Sometimes we get excited. And you got a skill and you got a talent. And you're ready to jump on your business. You're ready to jump on your brand. You're ready to jump on whatever it is that you wanted to do. And you prematurely walk out without having all your ducks in a row. And you go out there and you see that it's not as easy as you thought that it was going to be. So you say, you know what? I got to revamp this. I got to restart this. And maybe, I left there and I wanted to leave that job. Then no, I didn't want to be there no more. Didn't want to do this anymore. However, I'm not making what I need to make to be able to cover what I need to cover, to do what it is that I need to do and what I enjoy doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to give up on my plan. I'm not going to give up on my brand. I'm not going to give up on my business. I'm not going to give up on what I know for a fact that God called me to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep working my thing, but I'm going to also get me a little side something. I'm not going to get anything that's going to pull me all away from what I know is my calling, what I know is my purpose, what I know is what God created me to do. Ain't nothing wrong with you going back and picking up something to be able to fuel your dream, to fuel your purpose. That's nothing to be embarrassed about. That's nothing to be shamed about. That's nothing to be humiliated about. Understand me? Why are you working like that? Because I got a plan. Understand me? I got a goal. I got something set up in my life that I want to do. And in order for me to do it, I got to do what? I got to make sacrifices. In order for me to do it, I got to get up and I got to work for it. If I got to do it, I got to make sure that I get up and I have everything that I need to make sure that I'm able to do it the way that I know that God wants me to do it. And it ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Because I want to put word on it. Because if I put some word on it, I'm going to put the word on it and say this right here. I'm going to say, isn't that not what happened with David? David got anointed when he was just a boy. This is why we have to make sure that we are pacing placing ourselves. Because when David got anointed as a boy, he was a sheep herder, right? Told y'all about that yesterday. But once he got anointed, he didn't go straight into being king. He went right back out there and he had to herd some sheep, right? He had to go back out there. He had to slay Goliath. He had to do all of this work before he actually went and became king. And there's going to be some work in your life that you're going to have to do before you get into that position that you really want to be in, and before you're able to do what it is that you really want to do. Don't let nobody make you feel ashamed. Don't let nobody make you feel embarrassed. And don't you sit over there and be beating yourself up about it neither. Don't be sitting over there down talking yourself either, talking about, well, I just wish it would have this, and I just wish it would have did it. Predetermined. Everything you're going through is a part of the plan. And the God that we serve has the ability to do what? Switch that thing all the way around. Friends, say that's confirmation. You're doggone right. You still gonna do what you want to do, how you want to do it. But this time when you do it, it's gonna be better. Understand me? Why? Because you already know. You know the ins and outs of it. You know the struggles of it. You know exactly what it's going to take. See, you went out there already. See, that's the thing. You have to learn from your experiences. Don't just experience the experience, but learn from those experiences. Learn from those mistakes. That's all that life is about, learning and growing. Everything that you go through, it's a learning experience. If it works, then that works, and that's perfect. And you continue to go, and you continue to go, and you continue to go. But just because it worked one time does not mean when you try the next thing that's going to be that. Thank you so much, Kira, for the CA. It's all about growing. Understand me? Don't ever let nobody make you feel bad because you feel like, oh, I need to start this over. Start it over. Do it until you get it right. This is your life, your vision, your plan. Your life, your vision, your plan. That's between you and God. That's between you and God. You don't owe not a soul an explanation for you doing what is best for you. And I don't know who that's for, but I just want to put that out there. You don't owe nobody no explanation for you doing what's best for you. That's what you supposed to do. Folk ain't got to understand your move and how you doing this and how you doing that. Do you hear me? Come bring your ear up to this phone. Hear me clearly when I say that. You don't owe nobody no explanation for you doing what is best for you. You move however you need to move in your life. Only you know what it is that you need to take care of. Only you know exactly what it is that you need to do in your life. And you ain't got to break that down for a soul. You ain't got to make the math for nobody. Matter of fact, if they over there and they trying to math your math, they already minding business that ain't got nothing to do with them. Understand me? First of all, keep your eyes on your own paper. That's your first mistake, trying to calculate my life. Don't try to calculate my life. Don't try to put my life together. Fix your own life. Fix your own life. Put your own life together. Understand me? And half of the time, they don't even be qualified to try to put your life together. You can't even put your own life together. And then trying to tell me about mine. You ain't even doing half of the stuff that you said you wanted to do in your own life. And then trying to condemn me and trying to judge me about mine. Go fix yourself. Understand me? Go fix yourself. Get out here and live life and do it and be happy. You only got one. Live life and be happy. Enjoy it every single day of it. You hear me? Every day. Sometimes I know plenty of people that says, you know what? I got to go check on this. I got to see how I want to do this, how I want to make this work. Okay, do that. Who you got to break that down for? Nobody. Not a soul. That's the smart thing to do. Why? I always say to my people, why wait till you hit rock bottom before you start trying to get help? Why wait until your cup is completely empty before you get help? Did you not see the gas tank when it dropped to a half a tank? Did you not see the gas tank when it dropped to a third? Did you not see the gas tank when the light came on and it said that it was way before that light came on to let you know you had 7 to 10 miles left inside of that vehicle before that light popped on to give you that indication? I need for you to know that you didn't see the signs. You just driving and you didn't notice that you was running low. You was just driving. What you thought the car ran on? Air? Understand me? Even if you got a battery operated car, Even if you got a battery operated car, it's going to give you a signal. It's going to give you a sign to let you know if the battery is 100% full. If it's halfway full, it'll even start letting you know when you at 20 and 30%. I can take it out of the car and go straight to the cell phone. Even your cell phone is going to tell you when you at 20%, when you at 10%, when your phone is about to tap all the way out. You get indications of this. So when you're getting the warning, when you're getting the red flags, when it's being put right there in front of your face that this is what you're dealing with, why not deal with it right then and there? We got to learn how to be proactive and not reactive. When you are reactive, it's already too late. You got to learn how to be proactive and not reactive, because if you're reactive, it's already too late. That's a note for you. That's a note for you. If you acting out of reaction, the action already happened. You already on the side of the road. You already over there waiting on the tow truck to come. You already waiting on somebody to come and help you. Now you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, and you pissed off all together. Understand me, that ain't gonna help nobody. When all you had to do is when you seen that it was already getting low, then you took the proper steps and did what was necessary to refill or to recharge. Why wait till you empty? Stop. We cannot operate like a group of people just always reacting. Proactive approach. If you was in boot camp, we've already taught on what proactive approach. Doing it before it needs to be done. Handling it before it needs to be handled. Taking care of it before it needs to be taken care of. Why? Because if it has the potential to be a problem in the future, I'm going to avoid that problem in the future. If there's something that I can fix right now, today, that's going to help me over in December, then I'm going to fix that right now today. I'm not going to wait till December get here and then now I'm trying to fix it. I am self-sabotaging then. Now I'm causing my own problem, my own headache. I am suffering because of me. Boy, you don't know how, man, boot camp be hitting. All this information be coming from boot camp. Boot camp be hitting. If you ain't in boot camp, that's on you. Boot camp be hitting. Hey, that proactive approach was serious. I'm telling you, it gives you a whole nother perspective on life. It makes you look at your life and say, am I doing what I need to do before I need it, or am I procrastinating? Am I operating with a lazy spirit? Am I waiting to the last minute? So am I causing my own stress and anxiety? Am I causing my own overwhelmness? Am I calling my own panic attack, my own anxiety attack? Am I calling this on myself? Because had I taken care of this back then I wouldn't have to deal with this right now. I remember in boot camp, I remember my illustration. I told y'all about the warehouse. I said, when you're in the warehouse, they have what? Evaluations. You have people that come through to call inspections. They come in and they inspect the whole entire building. They inspect all the machines. They have QA come and they clean and they sterilize all the machines, everything that's in the warehouse. And then they have these inspectors, people that specialize in this equipment, right? And then they come in and they inspect all the equipment. I'm talking about every crevice of that equipment. They look to see if there's any holes, anything that loose screws, if anything is not working the way that it's supposed to be working, making sure that everything is in code, right? Making sure that OSHA ain't gonna have to be notified because you got something going on that ain't supposed to be going on. This is what they do, right? They do a full inspection. They inspect everything that's out there to make sure that it's running the way that it's supposed to run. And anything that is weak, anything that got missing screws, anything that got small cracks or holes, they document every single one of those things. Why? Because they're going to go and call the people in and have them replace the screws. They have them in and they put the sealant on the small holes. They do all of these things, right, to repair all of that. Because if that small hole is not corrected, it's going to do what? It's going to spread and it's going to become a bigger hole. If you don't find that screw is loosened that right, then what's going to happen? That thing is going to continue to be loose, and the screws that's holding it, it's going to have extra pressure on it, and it's going to be holding more than what it was designed to hold. And before you know know it, you're going to have a bigger problem when everything come crashing down, or when that hole spread and now you have to take the whole entire part out because you didn't take care of the small hole that was there from the very beginning. If you did what was done and took everything that they brought back from that audit or that inspection, when they came and told you that this was an issue and you fixed it right then and there, then guess what? You saved yourself a bunch of money, a bunch of time, a bunch of labor, a bunch of heartache, a bunch of pain, a bunch of board meetings and everything else because you were proactive. But if you wait until the last minute, now you got to shut down everything. Now if it ain't moving, you ain't making no money. Now you got all of this stuff going on and you ain't making a dime. If you ever been in a leadership role, then you already know that's a problem. If you ever been in a leadership role, you know that's a problem. You run your life how you run a production line. This is why I encourage the self-evaluations. You find out what's in me that's not working accordingly. What's in me that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because I need to make the proper steps right now. Anything that's within me that is expired, I need to remove it. Anything that is in me that's not adding any value, I need to remove it. Anything that is in here that's not in alignment with the assignment, then it gotta go. Anything that's not supporting my higher self, it gotta go. This is the reason why you do your self-evaluations, because you don't want to be carrying around nothing or nobody that's not in alignment with what it is that the life that you're creating for yourself and how it is that God is setting up your life. If you're not in alignment with that, we ain't got no business sharing space. Understand me? That's how petty I am with things, baby. No. I'm serious. My life is serious business. I'm not about to let nobody come over here. All this work I didn't put on myself. I've been working on myself since 2017. Understand me? There's been a work in progress since 2017. I've been working on myself. I've been reading books, fasting and praying and worshiping and working out and doing all of these things since 2017. Do you hear me? You think I did all of this work on myself for folk to play up in my face? I think not. You have to play where it's safe. I will do what? Snip. I will get up out your face expeditiously. I have mastered the art of what? Detachment. I know, show enough will. I show you, poof, Casper, up out of there. I can smile and grin with you on Monday and on Tuesday, not speak one word to you. I want you to know that from that day forward, I don't play with folk and I don't let folk play with me. My life is serious business. No ma'am. No ma'am. No sir. You better be careful you better be careful how you handle me. Yeah, one and done, baby. I'm a one and done type of girl. Right, one and done. I will dismiss you in love. I'm trying to tell you what. I will dismiss you in love. Love you, wish you the very best. Pray that God covers, protects, and keeps you. And pray that you live the best life ever and that you're able to correct whatever it is that you got going on in your life. But I will not be in touch. I will not be in touch or in distance, nowhere near you. I go right on about my business. I'm trying to tell you, I don't play with people. I don't play with people because that's the problem right there. We have been playing with folk long enough. We have been excusing folk long enough. We have been making excuses for folk for long enough. And we have not been as serious as we need to be. We haven't been as serious as we need to be in our life. Understand me? And that's where we at right now. You got to get serious about your life. Understand me? So serious that when folk come around you, they know that about you. Oh no, she don't play like that. Oh no, he don't play like that. Nah. They ain't that type of person. So they tighten up their conversation when you come around because they already know that you don't like that. That all that gossiping, all that down talking, all that negative energy, all that complaining and all of that, they stop all of that when you come around. Why? Because they already know, man, all she about to say is all you do is complain. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. All that whining and complaining, all that being a Debbie Downer, a complaining Cindy, always got an issue about something. Oh no. You gonna get from around me with that. I don't even do pity party patties, baby. That's right. You got a pity party. Always something wrong. Always mad about something. Always got an issue. Get on away from me. I don't deal in that. Life already hard. Life already hard. I ain't dealing with nobody that's going to make it harder. I'm going to John 11, verse 17. John 11, verse 17. We've been talking about coming out. I gave y'all notes today. Your first note was a red ink pen note, and that was God is going to always have the last laugh. Another note that I gave you guys on today was God will turn the situation right around in front of the people that counted you out. Another note that I gave was your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Another note that I gave is your purpose will have you thinking that you're doing something wrong. And the reason why is because you've never been who you are becoming right now. You're seeing and feeling and thinking about life completely different. It's unfamiliar to you. That's the reason why you feel how you feel. But what you're going through is a stage of preparation, refinement, and sharpening. And what I need for you to do is trust God. That's what I need for you to do. Trust God. Even when you don't understand it, trust God. Even when it's not, all the pieces are not going like how you thought that they should go, I need for you to still trust him. We're going to John 11. Topic is, I'm coming out. John 11. So having come, Jesus found already having 4 days in the tomb. Now Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 15 miles away. And many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary in order that they might console them concerning their brother. Now that is 17 through 19. So 17 through 19 is giving us what? It's telling us that Jesus now, right? It's been 4 days since Jesus has been gone and hasn't made it over to Bethany. I'm going to break down Bethany in a moment. But who are they consoling? They're consoling Mary and they're consoling Martha concerning their brother. Who is their brother? I told you guys this yesterday, who we're going to be talking about. Lazarus. So Lazarus is the brother of Mary and Martha. Everybody now over there in Bethany, where they're from, they're consoling them because their brother have fallen sick and have become unalive. The Bible does not give us a good description of what happened to Lazarus. All we know is that he had some type of infection, something that was similar, right, to leprosy, or some type of, some type of bodily infection that spread quickly, right? So as I was diving deeper into this, because I wanted to find the real ailment, right? I wanted to know what happened to him. But as I continued to dive deep into it, that was the description that they gave, right? They said it was just a bodily infection, something similar to leprosy, right? So this is what happened to their brother Lazarus. Well, coach, who is Lazarus exactly? Who is Lazarus of Bethany? Lazarus of Bethany, notice back then, they were always, wherever you from, that's what they would call you, right? They would call you that area for some reason. So Lazarus is from a place called Bethany. Bethany is a figure, and he's a figure in the New Testament whose life was restored by Jesus 4 days after he was unalive, as told in the Gospel of John. Who is Lazarus? Lazarus of Bethany is a figure of the New Testament whose life was restored by Jesus 4 days after being unalive, as told in the Gospel of John. The resurrection is considered one of the miracles of Jesus. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, Lazarus' life is restored by righteousness. Lazarus, the 4 days unalive. Who was Lazarus to Jesus that Jesus said, hey, look, let me go bring this man back to life? All these people that's passing away and all of this, why in the world do you have to go and feel some type of urgency to go see this man if you ain't went and seen every other man? Like, what's so special about this individual? Who is Lazarus? Jesus was his friend. In fact, he wasn't just Jesus' friend, but Lazarus was also a friend of the disciples as well, as we see in John 11 and 11. And also, so then it made perfect sense that when they were in trouble in Bethany, Jesus would go to Lazarus' side, for Jesus loved Lazarus. But not only did he love Lazarus, he also loved his sisters. So who is Lazarus? Lazarus is actually Lazarus of Bethany, a figure of the New Testament, whose life was restored 4 days after him becoming unalive due to an infection. Lazarus' relationship with Jesus was he was Jesus' friend. He wasn't just a friend of Jesus, but he was also a friend of the disciples as well. Jesus was close to Lazarus, not just Lazarus, but his sisters as well. Right? So as we get down here to 19, go back into 19, it says, many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary in order that they might console them concerning their brother. So Martha, when she heard that Jesus was coming, met him, but Mary sitting in the house. When Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Now let's just pause right there, right? Because we have to put a pause right there in the text, because keep in mind what I just told you about the relationship of them. Jesus is a friend of Martha and also a friend of Mary and Lazarus, which means what? They know his power. They know who he is. Understand me? They know his capabilities, so much so that when they came running to them to understand, because mind you, earlier in this chapter, they went to let him know way before this even happened that Lazarus had fell sick, right? But Jesus did not come right away. Why? Because he was about his Father's business. Understand me? There will be times in your life when people call for you and you cannot come right there when they want you to come. There will be times in your life when people want you to do something right when they want you to do it, and you can't do it in that moment. Understand me? Because what? You have your own assignment. You have your own life. You have your own path. Understand me, that you're on. And Jesus is having that same exact experience. So when I say this to other people, I'm saying this to you based on the story that is written right here. Even Jesus did not stop what he was doing to go please people just because they knew who he was and what he was able to do. Even Jesus said, hey, look, I'm coming, but I'm not coming right now. I got to be about my Father's business. I got to complete my assignment. I got to do what I'm called to do. I got to finish my own work. I got to do what I got to do in my life first. And then when I'm done here, then I'll make my way over there. And this is how you establish boundaries in your life, even with the people that you love, because what? Jesus loved all three of them. Can we talk about it? Yeah. So you stopping living your life, stopping doing what you're doing in your life to go rush to the aid of somebody else? Don't think that that's Christ-like, because that's not what Christ did. Dismantle it. Dismantle the thought. Dismantle that. Let that go. Oh, no. You're making a sacrifice on your own. You're moving out of yourself. You're doing what you're doing. You're feeding the narrative that we have been told our whole entire life. Oh, yeah, to be a Christian, you have to be able to give up yourself. Don't worry about yourself. Don't prioritize yourself. Just give everybody everything that is you. You sitting over there unfulfilled, over there unsatisfied, over there don't got nothing going on in your life because you done gave until you ain't got nothing left. Even Jesus had boundaries. Come on. Oh yeah, they don't want you to know that though. Even Jesus had boundaries. I love Mary, I love Martha, and I love Lazarus, but I cannot stop doing what I'm doing to come and be where you need me to be. Understand me? And this is what we as believers, we still have to know and fully understand. There's still an assignment on my life. There's still a job that I gotta do. And I'm not saying that you are not a priority. I'm just saying that you're not my main priority. I'm not saying that you're not a priority in my life. I'm not saying that you're not important in my life, but I'm just saying that there's other things that's also a priority. There's also other things that's also important as well. So I have to do each one of these things according to what I got going on, not based on what nobody else over here trying to tell me. So I need for y'all to sit in that. Double tap on the screen. Sit in that. If you got to say ouch, say ouch. If that's you, say that. Yeah, that's me. Every time they call me, I go. Say ouch and go ahead and send some love. Yeah, every time they call me, every time they call me, I come running. Every time they need me to do something, then yep, you're absolutely right. I go and I do it, and I think that it's the Christ-like the thing. So I just sacrifice myself for everybody, give to everybody, bend over backwards for everybody, go outside my way for everybody. And even though sometimes I be not wanting to do it, and I just go ahead and do it anyway because I don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you're so concerned with all of that. No. You have to get away from that. 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 Right? So now, Martha knowing Jesus and knowing who he is, because this is what happens when you behave that way. Then Martha said to Jesus, Lord, If you had been here, my brother would have not been unalive. So now you trying to blame me for an infection? Now you trying to blame me for an infection? Or are you trying to use the fact that I have a relationship with you to make me feel emotionally responsible for what's happening? Is this emotional manipulation that you're trying to bring at me? As if I don't know who I am? You have to look at what it really and truly is. Because wait a minute now. Whoa. Even if I was here, if it wasn't a part of my assignment for me to raise him, he would still be in the tomb. Understand it. If I was, understand that I could be still right here and this would still happen. Understand me. If the part of the plan was for that to happen, then that's exactly what was going to happen with him, right? And this is what people would do. They would know the gifts that you carry. They'll know the things that you have. And guess what? They'll come to, their expectation is that you do it for them just because of the relationship. Understand me. Their expectation is just because you got it, then I got it. Understand me. No. Wait a minute. You ain't did the work that I did, right? It's just like the video that you done seen on social media, right? When they say, well, you ain't got no money. And then they point to the person that got the money and say, show them your money. Understand me. Oh, you ain't got no money. Oh, show them your money. Wait a minute. My money ain't your money. What my success ain't your success. What I got going on ain't what you got going on. This is what people do. Understand me. They will see you and see your life. And then because you got it, they will try to make you feel like you are obligated to care for everybody. If they see that you got it and that you're in a great position, then their automatic assumption is, oh, go see so-and-so. Just ask them to give it to you. Oh, you know they got it like that. They ain't gonna miss that. They don't know what you got going on in your life. They don't know the bills that you're paying in your life. They don't know all the other responsibilities that you got in your life. None of that. They just see you and automatically assume, oh yeah, you a banker. Understand me, you an ATM machine. Oh, just go over there and give them some type of sad story and they'll give it to you. Just go over there and spill out your heart and they'll just pour into you. They don't have no type of care in the world as to what you got going on. That's what Martha given. If you would have been here. Now, I do want to say it's another side to that as well too. I appreciate the fact that she's acknowledging his power. I just don't feel like you should feel like you're entitled. I appreciate the fact that you see and you acknowledge who I am, that I am the Messiah, that I am the Son of Man. But the way that you're going about this ain't right. Remember what I told you. You can be saying the right thing, but if you're saying the right thing the wrong way, then nobody hears it. How you present it really matters as to whether or not somebody's going to receive that or not. So you have to watch how you present it. You have to watch your mannerisms. You have to watch your body language. You have to watch your word choice, because it just might come off in a way where a person like, no, I'm not receiving that. Even though you may have not meant no harm. But even now, I know that whatever you ask God, He will give you. Jesus said to her, your brother will rise. Say what now? Jesus says in verse 23, your brother will rise. Martha, even though coming off, like, if you would have been here, this wouldn't have happened. But I still know that if you wanted to, whatever you ask, right? Jesus looks at her in 23 and say, your brother will rise. And Martha said to him, I know that he will rise up in resurrection at the last day. That's why I did the neck rolling. Because her saying what she said in 22 and in 21 gives us all that we need to know about the attitude. We know now, you know what I'm saying? So what she's saying in 21 and what she's saying in 22, it lets us know everything that we need to know about the attitude. We already know she in her feelings. We already know that she pissed off with Jesus, because in other words, we came to you days ago. We came and we found you days ago, and we let you know that Lazarus was sick days ago, right? And had you stopped doing what you was doing and came days ago, then we wouldn't even be in this situation. We 4 days into this. My brother is already wrapped up in the grave clothes. The tomb is already in front of the grave at this point. The stone is already placed there. I need for you to know that. Now, I do know who you are. I want you to know that I know who you are. I know your strength. I know your power. I know your connection to the Most High. And I know that if you want something to happen, then it will most definitely happen. And I'm not saying that I'm ignorant to who you are at all, but what I am saying is that I'm pissed off because had you been a friend to us, right? Because she wasn't looking at Jesus as the Messiah. She wasn't looking at him as the Son of Man. At this moment, she's torn in between those things of him being the Messiah and being the Son of Man and also being a friend. Understand me? I wasn't coming to you. I knew your power, but I wanted the benefits of you because I'm a friend of yours. I had expectations of you because I'm a friend of yours. I felt like you should have stopped doing what you was doing and came and did what I needed you to do because that was important to who? Important to me. How many of you got those type of people? Because I'm a friend of yours, because we're in a relationship, because we are family, because of who I got an emergency in my life. So I want that to become an emergency in yours. Because, I got an emergency in my life. So I need that to become an emergency in yours. I need you to stop doing what you're doing. And I need you to come help me. I need you to stop doing what you're doing. And I really don't care about how important it is that whatever it is that you're doing. Understand me? I need you to come and fix what I got going on over here. This is of high importance. This right here is in the red. This is the mannerism in which Martha is dealing with Jesus in. And we know that because when she says, I know that he will rise up on resurrection, on the last of resurrection, she's saying, she ain't even thinking about the fact that he about to get up right now. She thinks when she see him that it's already too late. Martha, even though she knows him and is a good friend of his, she's already thinking that it's too late. That the time that I needed you have already come and gone. There's nothing that can be done at this moment. So even though she knows him, she don't know him. Understand me? Even though she knows him, she don't know him. Well, somebody just say, why don't she know him? Why don't she don't know him? Coach, why do you say it like that? Because if she knowed him, understand me, then she wouldn't be saying at the last of the resurrection. What's wrong with her? She's blinded by her emotions, right? What's happening with Martha right now is her emotions is blinding her. Understand me? She's overwhelmed with emotions and what it is that she feels on the inside. She's not even thinking about the fact that this is the Messiah. Understand me? She said it with her own words. She said it out with her own words. If you ask God for anything, he will give it to you. She said it with her own words, but she's not comprehending everything that she's saying because emotionally she's all over the place. Emotionally, she's grieving. Emotionally, she is all discombobulated. I know who you are. I know that you have this connection with Christ. I know that you are able to do things that are great things, but at the same time, when you are covered with emotions, you don't see things how you need to see them. You don't understand things how you need to understand them. This is why we as a people have to do what? We have to learn how to control our emotions and not allow our emotions to control us. You have to master your emotions, right? You have to sit yourself down when you are in an emotional state to self-regulate so that you don't misspeak, so that you don't misperform, you understand? So that you don't put yourself in a situation that you really ain't even got to be in. This is why this is important. This is somebody that knows Christ. And she's saying this. This is somebody that knows Christ, and she's saying this. You're not speaking like somebody that's a friend of Jesus. You're not speaking like somebody who is close with Jesus, somebody that he loved. Understand me, you're not speaking like that. Because if you knew me, if you really knew who I was and what I was, now you know that I ain't got to wait until resurrection. If you know me like how you say you know me, you know I ain't got to wait till resurrection. I can do this right now today. We can go ahead and get this over with right now today. Understand me, but that is what happens when you allow your emotions to get the best of you. Understand me, this is what happened. You start saying things and responding in a way that's not normal. Right? All right, so going on, we right here. Martha says to him, I know that he will rise in the resurrection at the last day. Jesus told her, I am the resurrection and the life. What he said, y'all. That's worth notes. That put the highlight on that. That's why you're supposed to bring your highlighters. Put your highlighter on that. Next time, what did he say to her? He says, I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. What do you mean? He got the last day of resurrection, like I'm not the resurrection. You're looking at the resurrection. I am the resurrection and I am the life. At this moment, he's doing what? He's reminding her of who he is. What he's doing, Coach, he's reminding her of who he is. Do you not know who I am? You just said out your own mouth about relationship with God, that if I ask anything from him, then he will do it for me. You just said out of your own mouth that had I been here, then this right here would have never even happened to Lazarus. You know who I am, but you so blinded by your emotions. That's right, got it right together, Cook. You so blinded by your emotions that you can't see straight. So let me go ahead and pull out my napkin real quick. Let me wipe off your lenses. Let me correct your visions. Let me get you together real quick. He says, I am the resurrection and the life. And the life. The one believing in me, even though he is unalive, he will live. Ain't that bold? I like when he be popping this collar. Y'all, it's something about, I like when he be popping this collar, because people be wanting people who are believers to be so timid and to be like, just, you know what I'm saying, like we not that girl or not that guy. I love when Jesus pops his collar, because that's when it lets us know that it's okay for you to pop your collar. It's okay for you to operate with confidence, and that doesn't mean that you're not humble. It doesn't mean that you are cocky. It doesn't mean that you are arrogant. It does not mean that you are prideful, but it just means that I know the God that I serve. I know who I am in partnership with. I know who I am in covenant with. Understand me? So when I walk in, when I address anything, I walk in like I'm a king's kid. Do you hear me? I walk in like I'm a chosen one. I walk in and I know my walk is strange. I know that it's peculiar. I walk in knowing exactly who my daddy is, baby. Understand me? And folk can't stand that. Folk can't stand that. They want you to know and trust and believe in everything but yourself. They want you to celebrate everything but yourself, applaud everything but yourself. One thing that they cannot stand is an individual that got that self-confidence, that got that great self-esteem, that person that's able to stand alone and don't have to be connected to nobody. Understand me? I walked in here by myself, ain't afraid to sit by myself, ain't afraid to sit over here and mind my own business by myself. Understand me? And still enjoy the function of what's going on, even though I'm by myself. I don't need a crowd. I don't need a group of people. I don't need a clique. Understand me? Because when God is for you, it's more than the whole entire world against me. Just because you don't see who I'm with, who you with? Hey, as long as you might not see who I'm with your natural eye, but baby, with your spiritual eye, you will see that I'm well protected. Understand me? Well protected. I'm good right here where I'm at. I'm good where I'm at, baby. Yeah. Don't get sidetracked because you see me over here and I'm just kicking it dolo. Understand me? Because I'm not what it seems. Understand me? This ain't really what it looked like. Understand me? He here. Trust and believe that he's here. He says to her, I am the resurrection. I am the resurrection and the life. And the one believing in me, even though he is unalive, he will live. And everyone living and believing in me will never be unalive, ever. Period. If you got your Bibles out, I know you reading it like how I'm reading it, and I know something in you just quicken the same way it just quickened on me. Because baby, he put that ever with a period. It's a period at the end of that. It says, and everyone living and believing in me will never be unalive. Ever. Period. In other words, he said you can stamp that. What are you saying? When we are in Christ, we live to live again. When we are in Christ, you live to live again. Understand me? Yeah, you live to live again because what? To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Understand me? I may not be here in the flesh, but I'm still very much alive. Understand me? This flesh is just the automobile carrying the spirit. But when the time comes and they have to separate this flesh from this spirit, I'm still going to be very much kicking it, sweetheart. I don't know who told y'all that. I know that might be a little bit too much for social. Y'all ain't ready for that type of conversation just yet. But the truth is, this is what it is. That's just the truth of the matter. Oh, I'm very much still present, honey. Understand? I'm very much still kicking it. But when this flesh is laid to rest, the spirit will live on. And we'll talk about that. Okay. Look at y'all. Y'all messy over here. Y'all be ready for the go. They love a good. They love it, baby. They be like, oh, and will. You have to understand that. Where we get that from? It's in the book. where we get that? We get it from the book. It's in the same book you'll be reading, right? Okay, it says, and everyone living and breathing in me will never be unalive. Do you believe this? Then he asks the question, do you believe this? Do you believe this? 27. She says to him, yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, the one coming into the world. She says to him, yes, Lord, I believe that you are Christ, the Son of God, the one coming into the world. And having said this, she went away and called Mary, her sister, secretly, having said, the teacher is here and is calling you. Now, she lets him know, yeah, I believe all of what you said. I believe all of what you said. I believe in who you are. All of that, right? I do believe that. But I'm also looking at the fact that my brother is still in the tomb. I'm still looking at the fact that my brother got extremely sick. And I came to find you. And you got here 4 days later. I'm still looking at the fact that my brother is wrapped in grave man clothes, that we've already performed the whole entire ceremony. Yes, I believe in everything it is that you said. I do believe those things, but I also believe in my heart, that it's too late. I believe that you got here a little too late. What did I tell y'all at the beginning of this live video? I said that we are in the dark. Understand? God goes to work in the dark. I said your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Lazarus at this moment is living or laying inside of a dark tomb. The tomb is a cave with a big stone in the front of it, and not only is he in the stone in the cave with the stone in front of it, he's also wrapped in grave clothes. He's also bound in the inside of it. That's a dark hour right there. Your purpose will put you in a dark hour. Your purpose will make it look like something ain't being done right. Your purpose will have you looking around like, what's happening here? Did you not hear what Martha said? All of these are the notes that I started out this live with. Understand me? All I'm doing is giving you scripture to back every single thing of every single one of the notes that I gave to you, right? Now Martha believed in all that she believed in him, right? Is that not you? I believe in all of this. I understand all of this. I'm processing all of this, but I'm also looking at my life. I'm seeing my life in real time. I'm looking at the reality of this situation. I know the bills still got to be paid. The children still acting up. I'm still headed for a divorce. I still got my heart broken. I'm still being lied on. I'm still being discredited. I'm still being looked over. I'm still going through what I'm going through. I'm in a cave. I'm in a tomb. I got the stone out here. I need for you to help me. And I'm starting to feel like Martha. I'm starting to feel like it's a little too late. Don't you see what I'm going through? I've been calling on you for days. I even came to find you. and you brushed me off. I came back and I had to bury my brother. And you asking me, do I believe? Yes, I believe. But I feel away. Yes, I believe, but I feel away. Because her emotions are now in the way. Because she's looking at the reality of things. And what did I tell you, everybody, before? I told y'all this on yesterday. When you're talking about your alliance with the Most High God, when you're talking about your connection to God, then you have to understand that this is not, right? This is not in the body. We're talking supernatural. We're talking about supernatural experience. In the body, you are limited. You have limits on your body as far as what you can do. But in the supernatural realm, there are no limits. Understand me. He can do whatever it is that he want to do, however it is that he want to do. And there's also a scripture that says in there that I can do whatever I want to do. And that's on the heavens and in the earth. And then the scripture goes on to say, and you cannot even ask me while I did what I done. In other words, you cannot even question me doing what I done. He says, I control everything in the heavens, and also I control what is going on in the earth. And you cannot ask me why I have done these things. This is what the scriptures say. I'm not making this up. This is for real in there. That's scripture. It's in there. I'm telling you. I just read it. So you can't even ask me about why I did what I did. Because I'm in control of that. And having this, she went away and she called Mary, her sister, secretly, saying, the teacher is here and he is calling you. And that one, when she heard, arose quickly and she was going to him. Now Jesus had not yet came into the village, but was still in the place where Martha met him. He's still taking his time. He's still... I ain't laughing because like I'm laughing because why are you still at the place where Martha left you at? Why are you in this village yet? Why you ain't in this village yet? If you know this man over here at this tomb, why are you still over here? You know, and that's a perfect example. Every time I read that, I start laughing because this is a perfect example of God's time is not our time, right? This is a perfect example of God's time is not our time, and he's going to move on his own time. He's going to do what he's going to do, and he's going to do it on his own time. And he's not concerned with our emotional state. Your temper tantrums is not going to move God. Your mood, you mad, you sad, you crying and whatnot, that is not going to move God. That he's not moved by your mood. He's not moved by your temper tantrums and your emotionals and all of that. He ain't moved by none of that at all. And I tell people that all the time. That right there, that is a waste of time and a waste of energy. You want God to move for you, you better learn how to worship. Understand me? You better learn how to worship. That's what you better learn how to do, right? So now, when we get right here, he's still at the same place with Martha, where he had met Martha. We go into 31 and it says, so the Jews, the ones being with her in the house and consoling her, having seen that Mary stood up quickly and went out, they followed her, having supposed that she was going to the tomb in order that she might weep. So they following in behind Mary because Mary then jumped up, and they thinking that Mary is going back to the tomb because she about to have a breakdown. She about to go to the tomb and she about to be weeping and crying and falling all out and trying to get over in the tomb. You know how people do at funerals, right? So they thinking that this is what's about to happen with Mary. So now that's letting us know that ain't just started right now today with us, that people been trying to get in the tombs since the beginning of time. This is just normal. This is just how folk act, right? Now they want to get into the tomb until it's their time to get into the tomb, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So now we see what's going on here. So now they following after her because they think that she about to go have a breakdown at the tomb. Then Mary, when she came where Jesus was, having seen him, fell at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would have not been unalive. Then Jesus, when he saw her weeping, and the Jews having come with her, weeping, was deeply moved in his spirit and troubled himself. I want to see if y'all picked it up. Then Mary, when she came to Jesus, having seen him, she fell at his feet. What did I just say? Worship. It didn't say that Martha fell to her feet when she seen Jesus. It didn't say that that's what she done. Mary, when she seen him, she fell to her feet. She fell at his feet, She fell at his feet. She's in worship. She's acknowledging him and his power, his ability. Like if you would have been here, there's a difference in between when they both said the same thing, but they both said it differently. They both said the same thing, but they both said it differently. Martha's approach was out of anger and frustration and grief. Understand me? She was mad because I did all of this and this could have been avoided. When Mary comes, right? She's excited. As soon as she hears that the teacher is here, the Bible says she moved quickly. She got up and now she's running, right? And when she ran and she did what? She fell at his feet, and she's weeping. Understand me? Fell at his feet and she's weeping. Yeah, and she's letting him know that had you been here knowing who you are and how much you love my brother and how close we are and the connection that you had you been here, I know that this wouldn't have happened. There's a complete difference in the approach. This is why I say how you say a thing, how you approach a thing, it matters. Understand me? It plays a big factor in getting what it is that you want out of that thing. Understand me? It plays a big factor, a big role in you actually getting what you want out of that thing because of who Mary was and her worship and her reverence and how she approached him. It did what? It moved his spirit. Understand me? God is not moved, understand me, by temper tantrums or you being mad or you being in your mood. He's moved by worship. Understand me? So because you are at my feet and you're weeping and you know what I'm saying, and you got that, now he feels moved inside of his spirit. It says he's troubled himself and said, where have you laid him? They say to him, Lord, come and see. Verse 35 says, Jesus wept. And we're going to stop right there for today, and we're going to get into 36 tomorrow. Topic of this week is coming out. We're going to stop right there at Jesus wept. Because we have to keep in mind what? That he loves Lazarus. Lazarus is a friend of his, a close friend of his, and not just his, but also his disciples. But I want you guys to sit in the fact that they both said the same thing, but you notice how they both got different parts, different reactions out of Christ. You notice that both of the sisters said the same thing, but they both got two different reactions. Your approach, your verbiage, your body language, understand me, it plays a huge role in you getting what you want out of any situation, right? This is why you have to control your emotions. This is why you have to be mindful of the way that you deal with people at all the time. And it doesn't matter who you're dealing with, because you never know. You could be dealing with an angel unaware. So today we did verses 17. We did John chapter 11, and we did verses 17 all the way down to verse 35. And then tomorrow we're going to pick up on verse 36, and we're going to go 36 through 45. And that is going to end us on Lazarus. Oh, but I got more on the coming out. I got another coming out. I'm not finished. And I got more notes too. So we got more that we're going to be talking about. But this week's topic is I'm coming out. And what I'm doing this week is showing you that no matter how bad that situation look, understand Understand me. No matter how bad the situation look, no matter how far gone you think that situation is, this man has been in his grave for 4 days. Understand me. 4 days he's been inside of this tomb, right? No matter how far or deep in this thing that you think that you are not too deep that God cannot rescue you. You are not so deep that God cannot save you. You are not so far gone that God cannot move speedily and mightily in your life. And the only way that you're going to be defeated is if you accept defeat in your life. Understand me. Again, for the folks in the balcony, the only way that you're going to experience defeat is if you accept defeat in your life. If you want to win, baby, you can win, but you have to have a winning type of attitude. You have to have a winning type of heart posture. If you walk into it and you already walking in defeated, you might as well not even walk into there. Understand me. If you walk in and you already feeling like I'm not going to be able to do it, there's a 99.98% chance that you're going to walk in there and it's going to turn you every which way but loose. But if you walk in with confidence, if you walk in with calmness, if you walk in and you're strategizing every single move and you know when to bob and when to weave up in life, you are guaranteed to come out there. You coming out a winner. Why? You strategize. You was calm. You was poised. This is how you have to face every obstacle, every trial in your life, trusting and believing that God is going to do exactly what he said that he was going to do. He says, I'm never going to leave you, nor will I forsake you. He promised to be a protector. He promised to be a way maker. He promised not to put more on you than you are able to bear. And then he promised to create a way of what? A way of escape, a way out. He's already created the way out. But if you're sitting in there, crisscross applesauce at the doorway and not doing your part, which is getting on your feet and preparing to exit, whose fault is it that you're still inside of the cave? This is the doorway to the cave. This is the doorway to the cave. And this is you. And all you have to do is walk out. Understand me. But if you decide, your DRC, that you're going to sit inside of here because mama is here, daddy is here, sister is here, brother is here, great granny is here, all the old family traditions, all the generational curses, all the brokenness and all the things that you've dealt with, if you decide that this is going to be your life and this is where you're going to reside for the rest of your life, you cannot blame that on God. This is a you decision. You're saying that even though I know that I've dealt with these things and I've survived these things, and I know that you see the red line, that you prepared a way of escape, and all I got to do is stand to my feet and walk out of this, I'm going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here and have a temper tantrum. I'm just going to sit here and whine and cry. And what is my stuff doing? All of your stuff is waiting on you. Everything that you're praying for, crying for, fasting for, meditating for, all that stuff is already here. Why? Because God gives you what you need way before you need it. He's already set you up for success. He's already set you up to be more than victorious. He's already created a way for you, but you don't see it because you're still sitting in the dark. Come on, Caroline. Walk out of the dark. Follow the light, Caroline. Come on, get on your feet and stop whining and crying, Caroline, and walk into the light. It's time to go. Are you not tired of fumbling around in the dark? Are you not tired of bumping your head? Are you not tired of thumping your toe? Are you not tired of the same thing, the same broken cycles, experiencing the same hurt, the same pain over and over again? Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate the CA this morning. Are you not tired? Are you tired enough to get up and exit? It's waiting on you. Are you coming out? Or are you going to continue to sit and cry and blame everybody else for what you're going through? The ball is in your court. You get to decide. We don't seal it. We serve a God that is a God that is not a wheel-breaking God. He's not going to break your wheel. You get to choose which way you're going to go with this thing. But if you sit in there, then the only person that you can blame for that is you. The only person that you can hold accountable for that is you. And I need for you to fully understand that. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you. Because it's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. Of course, it's your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. Man, I love each and every one of you guys. And I want you guys to have a beautiful day. I'm hoping and praying that you guys walked away with your notes. You got your red ink pen note. You got everything that you need. She said, amazing teaching. Bravo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for these 2 hours, man, of inspiration and motivation and confirmation for some people. And I also want to say some correction. We got some correction going on in there as well. Some people that saying, you know what, I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I do exactly what you just said. I do that sometimes, and I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just learned behavior. And guess what? I'm glad we had this conversation, because now I'm going to be more focused on that so that I don't continue to make that mistake, so that I don't continue to go that way, right? And this is what these type of videos are about. Life is forever lifing, and we as believers have to always be acknowledging the fact that God is always guiding in our life. He's always right there, and we are charged to stay focused. We are charged to stay in alignment. We can't stop anything that's going to happen in this life. We don't control life, but we control our response to it. We control the energy that we give to it. We control the attention that we give to it. So I want you guys to walk away from here focused. I want you guys to walk away from here knowing full well that I am in charge of the flow of my day, and I'm going to have a beautiful day because I am personally going to make it that way. I'm not letting nothing or nobody rob me of my joy, rob me of my peace, rob me of my sound mind. This will be the day that I deserve. This will be the day that I deserve. I love each and every one of you guys. Y'all have a beautiful day. Y'all, man, whoa. Y'all have passed y'all goal. Y'all are 117.4 thousand over y'all goal right now. I appreciate the love and the support. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much, man. I hope you guys got all of y'all notes from the day, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. She's talking about, yes, did I big? Y'all did y'all big one for real. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking it was 219. Y'all are at 319.8K right now. Y'all really went crazy over there. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Can we get 10? We need to get 10 over here on the Book of Many Faces. We got 1,901. If we get 10, or actually if we get 9, we'll reach our 2K goal. So just so that we can reach our goal, let's get some love going over there real quick. And can we get 5 badges on the gram before we get up out of here? 5 badges on the gram. If you guys did not know, I will be kicking off the Get in a Room Tour 2.0. 2.0, Get in a Room Tour 2.0, and we're going to be kicking that off in Philadelphia. Philly, I am coming back to Philly, and that's going to be January the 31st, 2026. I will be in Philly. So I hope y'all are ready. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you so much for that love. Thank you, Crystal Love, as well, man. We are surpassed our goal now. We had 2,111. I appreciate you guys so much. So Philly, get ready. I am coming to Philly. I hope y'all are excited, because I am. Amber Rivers, thank you so much for that CA this morning. God bless you. Man, listen, I want you guys to know. So Philly, that's going to be the 31st, 2026. Then I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. I am on my way. I'm coming out there, and that's going to be February the 26th. I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. So y'all go ahead and get that locked in as well. Man, Houston, Texas, y'all already know. We're planning to come out to Houston, Texas. We're trying to find a building right now for Houston, Texas, and then we got that plan. The only hang up that we got with Houston, Texas is the fact that I'm going to Africa. I'm going back to Africa in December as well. So we're just trying to line everything up. So even in Philly, if you got any buildings out there, y'all got some people that own some buildings that you know that they won't mind me utilizing their venues, let me know. Let me know. Your girl is looking for a venue. You know what I'm saying? The girl is looking for an affordable venue. Yes. And hey, listen, so we can get it all locked in. That's what I need. I love you guys so much, man. And I want you guys to have an amazing day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Y'all be good. Love you guys, man.